What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So I just wanted to show you a quick keyword research. I'm doing a bit of keyword research for my website right now, and I thought, you know what, why not just record a video while I'm doing it. This is for a buyer intent keyword. So there's different types of keywords. Today I'm going to be targeting this, which is how to stop your dog from licking its paws. It's for like a how-to keyword. So I target best this, best that kind of keywords, and then how-to keywords. Okay, so what we're doing here is I'm doing like, you know, a post on this. It's got about 390 words. I just 390 searches. I found out how many words I need to do based on this tool that I use. Okay, but while I was here, what was interesting is this is like my, you know, checklist of keywords that I keep. These are my categories on my website, and anytime I find a new keyword, I just stick it straight under. So if I'm researching or I come across a good word, then I stick it straight under. But yeah, one of the ways that I was actually finding some new products to promote is by finding products that have a low barrier to entry. So they're low price points, but they have a lot of search traffic. And the way I know that they're going to have a lot of search traffic is if they got a ton of reviews. So for example, how we found, like, you know, for example, this one, it's got 2,498 reviews. So we know a lot of people are going to be searching for this. So what I'll do is come over to this keyword tool, and then what I'll do is basically do like best blah blah blah, whatever the topic is. So this is puppy treats. Okay, so you can see this one, this was the one that I used, which was training treats, puppy training treats. So if you don't know the niche, this is a good way to actually, you know, understand the niche. Now if I was to go back to, you know, just amazon.com, I'll show you how exactly how I got here. So this is what you would want to do when you're picking a niche. Okay, or finding some new keywords, sorry. So what you want to do is basically go to full store directory. Now this is actually the page I used to pick niches, funny enough. I'll do another video on that. But what we're going to do here is we're going to go to pet supplies, and then I'm going to go to dog supplies. Okay, so that's what I did. And then when you come here, you've got all these best-selling products. Now these have got huge amounts of searches. So puppy training pads. So what you would do in here is just type best puppy training pads and see the traffic behind it. If it's got, you know, over 1,000 searches, it's worth targeting, because even though it's obviously $18, if you're getting, you know, potential thousands of people coming to the site, then they're buyer intent people, so they're ready to buy. You know, they might buy other things on your site, or they might buy this and some other stuff as well. But what we're going to look at here is, you can see obviously all of these best-selling products. So these are all different like topics you can target. Okay, so these are toys, dog toys. That's how I'd categorize that. This is you know, dog flea treatment in that sense, dog food, dog grooming tools. Okay, so this is grooming tools. So that's the way you want to categorize it when you're actually doing the research. Now what's interesting is you've got all these other things here, but what I tend to do is actually go up on the left hand side, and then you've got all these different topics. So you can see, like, you know, cameras, these are all under the dogs, like litter, toys, grooming, feeding, like whatever you're looking for, you're guaranteed to find something here. So don't ever come at me on YouTube and say you can't find anything to target, because there's like a gazillion amount of stuff that you can actually target on these niche websites. So you can see here, like carriers, travel products, cameras. Let's just take a look at that, and then you can see all these products. There's just so many products that you can do reviews on. And yeah, so basically you could take like some of the top performing ones with good reviews and just do a comparison on them. Okay, or you could do like a, you know, best travel kit for dogs, or whatever you want to do. Okay, depending on how, you know, competitive that keyword is. But if we look at this, obviously you got dog cameras, good nice price point on this. So that's actually a new keyword that I am going to target. I haven't actually ever targeted that. But what I do is I come in here, and once I've got all of that, that's what brings me to this. So this one, I click like dog foods or something, and that brought me to this here. Okay, so I can see all these best-selling products, and that gives me the niche. Now what I did is I obviously found the keyword that I wanted to target, which was that good traffic, 1,900 searches a month, easy keyword. The way I know that is not just from this, because it's green, obviously that tells me, but what else tells me? I'm looking at the trend as well to see what I can get, you know, how often this traffic's going to come in. But what I'm also going to do is I'm going to look at the domain authority of a site that's in there, like with really low DA. So this tells me they've got no backlinks, they've just got low DA, sorry, and 16. Now, what does that tell me about this post? Well, all of these are big articles, like they're all big, sorry, authority sites, what I'm on about. So basically, they got high domain authority, so they don't need to really do the best article to even rank. One thing that this tells me about this website here is that they've got no backlinks and no authority backlinks, yeah? And they haven't even got the keyword in the title or description or URL, which is up here, the /. So what this tells me is that they've got a really good article, because how else have they ranked the site? Yeah, the only way for them to rank is not by their authority, because they got none, not by their backlinks, because they got none. So it has to be their content. So this tells me that this, whatever they've done here, is a good post. Okay, so I want to follow the same structure. Now, when I talk about structure, we want to see this is a structure, which is the introduction. Okay, we want to see how they introduce the article. Yep. We want to see the next structure. So this is the next part of the section. This section here, that's number 2. That's part 2. Then this is part 3. So when I say structure, we're breaking it down into blocks, building blocks. So this is how we're going to build ours. So you can see different uses for puppy treats. So that's how I'd come in and structure mine. So I'd reword it and put blah, 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 blah. Okay. So this is how I got all these titles from looking at my competitor's website. Can you see that? So I just pulled this from different competitors. I think I've done about 2 or 3 for this specific keyword, 2 or 3 different research sites. Okay, so when you're here, we know that this is a great article. That's one thing that's guaranteed. Okay, because this is the only way they have ranked. Okay, so we can see where they've brought in the top menu table, okay, to buy the products, and that's for the people who just want to get to the buy and get it and go off. Okay, because especially for a product that's only like under $10, there's not much kind of research that you need to do, so there's not much thought that needs to go into it. So a lot of people are going to just click here and go straight off to Amazon. But for this next bit, you can see, obviously we want to see the next structure, so that's the next block, and then the next block, they've got a video, so make note of that they've got a YouTube video, so we might do one as well. And then they've got the in-depth reviews, which are not that in-depth. We'll do a much better job than that when I do reviews. So anyway, this tells me that this keyword is easy to target because the tool's telling me so. I can see there's a low domain authority site there with no backlinks, and they've just ranked based on content. The length of the content I'd be able to figure out very easily. So if I was going to do this, what I would do is take that, go over to more tools. And if you want to get this tool, I do advise highly that you get this tool. On a serious note, it's one of the only really good tools for a cheap price. It's only like $18 a month, and if you go through my link and use my discount code, you get it for just $13. Okay, so that's a discount there. And when we put that into this tool here, you can see, obviously we click search, and then boom, it's just going to bring up the results. Boom. It's just going to bring up the results. So we just wait for that. So it tells me 2,916 words is what I need to target, because what that's doing is basically adding up all of the top 10 results pages. It totals all of the amount of words, and then it divides it by 10, which gives me, so it was like 290,000 words in total, and then it will divide it by 10, giving me 2,900 or whatever. It would have been 29,000 words or whatever it was, sorry. Yeah, okay. And then to see the word count of this website, and it includes obviously comments and everything with the tool, we're going to look for breezy.com. So let's just have a look down there. Okay, so you saw what I did. I was on this page and then I went to SERPs. Okay, so we're going to look for breezy.com. It's probably right in front of me, to be honest. So there it is. Okay, so sometimes it shows you like a bit off in that sense, yeah, but we know they've done 3,300 words. So you know what, I'll try and beat that, because we know they ranked based on content. Okay, so we do 3,500 words. So when I come here, I'd put that in brackets, like 3,500 words. So I know that's what I've got to do to beat that website, okay, just on content without backlinks. And I'd hit it with a few links anyway, so to increase my rankings. So we know exactly what they've got. Now, what's interesting is when you are starting out, it's not that important for you to actually, kind of do competitor reverse engineering in that sense. But when you've exhausted quite a few keywords within your niche, then you need to kind of find ways of expanding. So one of the best ways that I do that is, what's great about this tool is you can actually, when we've got this result here, Breezy.com, well, we know that they rank for good keywords with low authority. So that's quite interesting, because what we're going to do is we're going to go to rankings and traffic, and then I can see the URL. So I can see how many keywords they're ranking for on that one page. Okay, so that shows me how many keywords that one page is ranking for. So these are all the ones, like, you know, best whatever. So I can sort that by position or traffic. So how much traffic they're getting, I can sort it. So I know the top one bringing them traffic is that, and they're position 7 for that, or this. So these are all keywords that we can target. Yeah. So what I would then do is then put Command F on a Mac or Control F on a PC, and then we're going to do best. And that gives us all of these best keywords. So we know these are all the buyer intent keywords. Okay, so I would note all of these down. All the ones that I want to target, I'd note down. Now, that's just for that one page. Okay, now this is the traffic that that one page is bringing in, 344 visits a month. Okay, so that's pretty good. But what we want to see is all of their whole domain ranking. So I want to see what are the other keywords that they're ranking #1 for that I can swipe from them. So you can see here that this tool's just bringing up everything. Okay, so we've got here, you know, look, if I type best again, we can do best and how-to keywords. So we can see best blah blah blah, best blah blah blah, best blah blah blah, all of these keywords, and we know we can outrank them because they're a low domain authority website. Okay, so we can see all of these different things. Okay, so like, you know, 110 blah blah blah. Yeah. Okay, so if you, these are the volume, and then you've got the traffic. But if I didn't even just want to see that, I could basically also, check how-to keywords. So how to do this, how to do that. So on here we haven't got any, so we could go to page 2, type how-to. There's no how-tos there. Okay, and sometimes you don't find how-tos, but if you can't, then you could, you know, take the keyword and then find out how you can put it into a how-to. Okay, so how-to blah blah blah, and so on and so forth. But that's it. This is how I do, you know, advanced research for a site that, you know, currently has over just under 90 articles, and, you know, saturated quite a few keywords within the niche. So going forward, this is how I actually find more keywords that I know I can target that have a lot of buyer intent behind them. And like I said, make sure you go check out this tool. It's a brilliant tool. I think about 15 people have signed up through me with the tool. And yeah, if you hop on anyway, you know, we can hop on a free call or something if you need some help with your research, and I can show you some more in-depth strategies. But yeah, this tool's brilliant. Like, I absolutely love it. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like on this video, and give me a comment if you got any questions or anything like that. All right, so I'll see you in the next one. Peace.